Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. Today, we're going to tackle something pretty crucial for anyone online. Getting your digital stuff, content, apps, you name it, to your users fast and reliably. Like no matter where they are in the world, it's a huge challenge. So we'll be digging into two key AWS services, Global Accelerator and CloudFront. The mission, figure out what makes each one tick, their sort of unique superpowers, and really help you decide when you should use which one.
Exactly. And what's interesting, I think, is that, yeah, they both promise speed, they both promise reliability, but how they get there, totally different. They're working at different levels of the network stack,
Yeah.
optimizing different bits of the journey.
Okay, different levels. Let's unpack Global Accelerator first then. You mentioned network levels. What's the core idea there at layer 4? And why is that routing optimization such a big deal compared to, I don't know, just using standard DNS?
Right, good question. So Global Accelerator is all about layer 4 think network layer, TCP, UDP traffic. Its main job is optimizing the route your data takes. The real magic, if you like, is that it uses AWS's own private global network. High capacity, super reliable. So instead of your data bumping along the public internet, which, can be slow or congested,
Right, the wild west of the internet.
pretty much, it gets this dedicated fast lane. And a key part of this are the static anycast IPs it gives you.
Okay, static anycast IPs. Sounds a bit technical. Quick explanation. How's that different from my regular server IP?
Sure, think of a normal IP like one specific house address, fixed. An anycast IP is more like having one single phone number for, say, a chain of coffee shops. When you call that number, you automatically get routed to the nearest open shop. So for your users, that static IP never changes, but behind the scenes, their connection hits the closest, healthiest AWS edge location. It dynamically finds the best path on the AWS network. Plus, it does health checks, automatic failover if an endpoint has issues, and client affinity to keep sessions sticky when needed.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. So that static IP provides a stable front door, but the path behind it is optimized, which makes it perfect for things that really hate latency and aren't HTTP, right? Like online gaming. Milliseconds matter there.
Yeah.
Or VoIP calls.
Exactly right. Gaming, real-time comms, even things like financial trading platforms. For those, that consistent low latency isn't just nice, it's absolutely critical. Session continuity is vital. And think about multi-region applications. Global Accelerator makes failover smoother, boosting availability. It helps keep things running, even if a whole region goes down.
Okay, so Global Accelerator, fast, reliable pipes for raw data, especially non-HTTP stuff. But what if my problem isn't the pipe, but the content itself? Big images, videos, website assets, dynamic API responses. Is that where CloudFront comes in? Different approach.
Completely different, yeah.
Yeah.
CloudFront is your classic content delivery network, a CDN. It operates up at layer 7, the application layer. So HTTP, HTTPS traffic, its whole game is caching. It stores copies of your content, images, videos, CSS, JavaScript, even API responses in hundreds of locations worldwide. These points of presence or POPs, basically it puts your content physically closer to your users.
Closer means faster loading. Websites, streaming platforms, online stores. And I remember seeing a stat somewhere. Something like a tiny 100-millisecond delay can knock e-commerce sales down by 1%. That's wow.
It's huge. So CloudFront directly boosts that user experience. Stuff just feels snappier. And it's also great for your wallet because caching reduces the requests hitting your main servers, your origin, less load, potentially lower costs. But it's not just statting files anymore. CloudFront is also really good at speeding up dynamic content and API calls. Plus, you get security baked in, like AWS Shield Standard for DDoS protection included free. And you can do cool things with edge computing, like Lambda at edge to run code right at the POP. Personalization, security checks, right there at the edge.
Okay, edge computing has another layer of capability there. So let's try and summarize this for everyone listening. The core difference seems to be Global Accelerator uses for non-cacheable stuff, often TCP UDP, where consistent low latency network routing is paramount. Think gaming, VoIP, layer 4 focus, consistent performance, CloudFront. Use this for web content, HTTP, HTTPS, things you can cache, websites, videos, APIs, layer 7 focus. It's about getting content closer via caching for better UX and cost savings.
That's a great way to put it. It really comes down to understanding your application's needs. Are you fighting network latency at layer 4, or are you trying to deliver web content faster at layer 7? Making the right choice impacts performance, user satisfaction, and definitely your AWS bill.
Right. So any quick tips for someone just starting out, maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed?
Yeah, definitely. Start simple. If you're using S3 for website assets, putting CloudFront in front of it is a really common and effective first step. always use HTTPS with CloudFront. Secure those connections. For Global Accelerator, make sure you're using secure listeners too. And remember, AWS Shield Standard comes free with both, giving you baseline DDoS protection. Test. Actually measure latency before and after. See the difference? Oh, and a practical point. CloudFront has a generous free tier, which is great for experimenting. Global Accelerator doesn't have a free tier, so keep that in mind for costs. And maybe the biggest tip, don't just pick one randomly. Understand if your traffic is cacheable web traffic, CloudFront, or something else needing raw network optimization, Global Accelerator.
Excellent advice. Understanding these tools really does give you the power to build much better, faster applications. Definitely worth experimenting.
Absolutely. And maybe a final thought. When you grasp that fundamental difference, optimizing the path versus optimizing content delivery through caching, you're not just fixing today's slow load times. You're actually learning how to architect a fundamentally more robust, more responsive digital experience for your users from the very beginning. It changes how you think about building things.
Great perspective. Build better from the ground up. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Until next time, keep diving deep into the knowledge that matters to you.